Sunday night live stream for studentloanjustice.org. I'm going to make this less than a 5-minute live stream, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it succinct, brief, and to the point. We need you in this battle. We're a working, fighting group. We will get nothing done. The student loan problem will not be solved unless the people in our group, 1.4 million people, at least on paper, unless and until the people on our group start fighting this battle, the problem won't be solved, guys. We've been doing this for 18 years. Do our daily actions. That's literally the one thing that I want to impress on your brain tonight. Do our daily actions. You can go to our website, studentloanjustice.org, and you can see our daily actions. I just updated the website that they are current. You can also, there's the short link, bit.ly/SLJ daily action. We do these actions every day, ladies and gentlemen, nearly. They're very quick. You need a Twitter account. Sorry about that, an X account. Our daily actions are very quick, and they are by far the most efficient, effective use of your time as a student loan borrower if you actually, not pretend, actually want to solve this problem. You know, if even 10% of the people on our group had been doing our daily actions on a pretty regular basis, let's say 3-4 times a week, since January 1st of this year, I guarantee you this problem would have been solved by the last 4th of July. 10% of the people on our group doing the daily actions means 140,000 people a day, overwhelming the Twitter accounts of everybody who we target. Everybody that we come after, all the legislators, everyone. It would mean 140,000 people a day, overwhelming the phone banks of key members of Congress in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, this student loan problem is your problem. And if you sit there and do nothing and you wait and you watch and you worry and you wonder what they are going to do about student loans, what they are going to do is perpetuate this unconstitutional, unconscionable, predatory loan scam for the rest of your and my natural lives. We don't want that. I don't want that. I hope you don't want that. This group right here is the only group that I'm aware of that is actually fighting the fight as it needs to be fought. We go into the lion's den. We have exactly the right strategy. The other groups are just blandly, and I'd say blindly, calling for student loan cancellation. We've seen where that goes. We've seen what we'll get from Joe Biden as long as we just keep like trained seals call for student loan. It's nonsense, guys, nonsense. We know how to get student loan cancellation, and it starts with the return of constitutional bankruptcy rights to the loans. Everything that we do in this group is aimed towards that end. And if you have student loans and you want to see this problem actually solved, you should pay no attention to all the distractions out there, particularly the other groups who are claiming to be fighting for us. They're not. Most of those groups are corrupted, and I'd be happy to talk about that at some point in great detail at a later date. But follow the money, guys. The other groups are making money from the student loan scam. They don't want to solve the student loan scam because they would be out of a job. We would like nothing more on this group to be out of this job. We would like nothing more. I would like nothing more than take this banner behind me and donate it to a museum or something. At this point, 18 years, I think we're kind of a historical. This group is of historical significance at this point. That's true. So you came to the right place if you have student loans. And if you're new to the group, let me just say, I welcome you with open arms. And if you're willing to fight, we're very glad you're here. If you're not, you should just move it on down the road because we need fighters and committed people with passion on this group. And to all of those of you out there, thousands, tens of thousands of people I see out there, you know I salute you. We are the true warriors in this battle, and we have a lot to be proud of. But it all starts with doing our daily actions, guys. We think very hard about these daily actions, and we refine them in very smart ways and very timely ways. So if you've never done one of our daily actions, I would just urge you to go to the website, go to the daily actions, and do the past couple week or two's worth, maybe even the past month's worth. You can do a daily action in like 30 seconds most of the time. It's usually like retweet this, retweet that, forward this tweet to your representative, that kind of thing. It's very simple, easy, fun. I'd say cathartic and educational stuff. It's fun to do. So finally, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream by just saying, it occurred to me, we have to fundraise, guys. We need to raise $620 this coming week. It's just has to be done. And I was thinking about it. I was like, what would happen if this group were to disappear? And I can tell you guys, it would not be good. It was this group that caused the whole loan cancellation by executive order conversation to even be a thing in the first place. Nobody was talking about student loan cancellation by executive order before this group and our petition. We would not have bankruptcy legislation to fight for, but for this group, guys. And I'm here to tell you, whether you would ever or never file for bankruptcy, we will not get cancellation of interest, or whatever special solution you want to see for your student loans. It won't happen until we, the people, have the leverage of bankruptcy returned without many or even anyone actually having to file. But this group is unique, guys. We go into the lion's den. And I just want to give you an example of this. You will never see any of the other groups, never see almost anyone anywhere on television fighting the battle where it needs to be fought. And that is in the face of the opposition. So here's just one example. This is a very quick Fox News interview.
Student loan repayment pause through August, but some on the left are calling for that debt to be scrapped altogether. Our next guest sent a letter to the White House saying, quote, before the last election, you committed to both returning constitutional bankruptcy rights to federal loans and also broadly canceling the debt. To date, you have done neither. Over 1 million of our members asked you to take both of these actions. Please do not delay any longer. Alan Collins is the founder of Student Loan Justice. So, Alan, I'll give you a chance to make your case here. Why do you think that debt should be canceled?
Dana, this lending system is a big government, predatory, unconstitutional lending beast. It's predatory, and the numbers that we're seeing are astounding. Before the pandemic, 80% of all borrowers, half of whom, by the way, are Republican or independent, despite what you might think, were underwater on their loans. More than half were not paying. This lending system, by all rational metrics, is catastrophically failed. And President Biden—
So who do you think should pay the debt? The general taxpayer?
The taxpayers paid for these loans many years ago, and they did not pay $1.6 trillion. Unlike PPP loans, which the majority of which went to the highest 20% income bracket, student loans can be canceled without needing one dime from the Treasury and without adding even 1 penny to the national debt. There's no easier, cheaper way to stimulate the economy. And quite frankly, this lending system is at the point where we need to take it to the bath and drown it in the tub.
And do you think that we should stimulate the economy right now with inflation the way it is?
I think inflation is wrecking student loan borrowers. 40% of these people never graduated. All of them were determined to be financially needy before the pandemic. And as I said, we're looking at a default rate of something like well over half. Yes, we need to do this.
What would you say?
Pandemic or no?
What would you say to somebody who, grew up, didn't have a college fund, right? And the parents said, we'd love to help you, but we can't. And instead of going to a university where they took on a lot of student debt, which was a choice to be made as an adult, they went into the military. And now they're in the military, they've served. And do you think that they should actually have to pay for the student loan decisions of their peers who made other decisions?
See, they're not paying. They're not paying. The taxpayers paid for these loans many years ago.
So
they
who's
paid very little.
Who's going to pay the lender? Who's going to pay back the money? The money has to come from somewhere. You don't just cancel it and it goes away into thin air.
The federal government has been profiting on this lending system since 2010, over $50 billion a year since Obama federalized it. The government has also been making a profit on defaulted loans since 2004 and before. The loans can and will be canceled, adding nothing to the debt. And on balance, the federal government is probably going to be breaking about even.
Okay. So you agree with Bernie Sanders, cancel all debt. We'll see where this goes. I would just add one other thing, and I'll get you quick.
Okay, so there you have it. It actually went on a little bit longer, but the point is, guys, There is nobody else in this country that is willing to go and able to go into the lion's den and answer all of the tough questions. That's what we're good at. That's what we like. And, you know, that's where this battle is won, guys. And so we sort of have maybe a bit of a monopoly in that regard. And by the way, that was just one of many, many Fox News appearances that we made over the past year or so. You know, we go on News Nation. Tomorrow I'm going on something called the Financial Guys podcast. We like mixing it up with the opposition because we kill them every time with nothing more than the facts. So please support this group, I guess, is the moral of that story. I do hope that you appreciate the unique position that this group is in and all that we've done over the years. And it would be pretty good for us to be able to not disappear for lack of funding. So anyways, guys, I hope that gets through to you. As I said, we have a big week coming up. I hope that you will get ready for this battle. I hope that you will realize that as long as you sit and wait and watch and worry and do nothing, they are going to screw us. That's the way that works. So we need you in this group. It feels very good to fight. The least, best, and most effective thing that you could possibly be doing are our daily actions. And please donate so I can shut up about it, guys. $620 is not a whole lot for a week's worth of our operations. So just please kick in so I can shut up about it, and I will dial in that link for you. Before I leave, and I'm sorry I'm not going to get to the comments tonight, guys. I do apologize. I will see the comments right after the fact, and I will respond to any and all of them. And finally, I will only say, please spread the word about this group right here. We're actually fighting the actual battle as it actually needs to be fought. And we're getting close, but we need you. We need more people helping. It's always been true, and it always will be true. You have no idea how important you could be. So, okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you had a great weekend, and let us make this week count. You and me and everyone watching this. Good luck. Godspeed doing our daily actions. Please donate. God bless everyone.